All right, it looks like we're back here. It's a new day. How's everybody doing?
Hi again.
Hey, Fernando. So we left off kind of on talking about different foods. So kind of having a discussion about that. I want to ask you, Fernando. I know you were saying your family doesn't celebrate, have like a lot of parties, but what do you guys eat on this day in your family?
Yes, we eat also the pozole.
Hmm.
This is really interesting because in all Mexico, I'm noticed that we have some difference about the food, but the
Hmm.
pozole, I think it is in all the country. I don't know if I'm telling the truth. Uh, and with pozole, tacos dorados, tostadas, also the traditional things.
Hmm.
I don't
Let's.
know if in Morelos we done special pozole because it is white, because in another parts of the country they put chile in the pozole, so
Hmm.
it make it different. Eh, Also, is really interesting to say that the thing that was Noemi talking about the that drink that it calls pozole is so different to the pozole. So
Hmm.
we are
Alcohol?
talking about two different things.
Mr. Blue wants Posole with alcohol.
Yeah, please.
Mr. Blue. Oh my gosh.
I don't know if you know these guys, but I know a pozole in Guerrero that it's serves with a special meat, iguana.
I don't know that.
I
Well,
didn't know that
I
either.
can imagine.
Mhm.
It tastes like a chicken.
Uh-huh.
Every everybody says everything
Could
tastes like
be.
chicken.
The iguana is so important in Guerrero. They
Is
have a
it?
dance call it the iguana.
So you ate iguana.
What?
Once,
That's so weird.
yeah, once I it
Once is enough.
yeah, for me it's once is enough.
Yeah, I guess it's like one of those things like yeah, I don't know, it just I watched I don't know if you guys are familiar. There's like a YouTube channel called La Capital. He's like it's like his hobby is like a chef. He's from the north of Mexico and he just cooks like some traditional Mexican dishes, some not so traditional. And there was one that it was like alligator or crocodile he was cooking. And of course, he said it tastes like chicken. So it's just like does everything that's not isn't like meat taste like chicken? It's just like okay.
Even the people who travel to um, this countries that eats different animals, everyone says that uh, all the different meat and pork and cow it tastes like a chicken. Everyone.
I think it's a global thing. I don't know why. I don't know why. Very
Well,
well.
in Villahermosa, uh, I think this doesn't sound so weird because here they, and I am saying they because I am not, they eat turtle.
Turtle.
So, yeah.
Okay. Poor turtles.
Yeah, Portoro.
I don't even know what
And it
there's eat to
tastes
eat.
like a
Uh-huh.
chicken
Oh,
too,
of course.
right? Have you tried it once, Mimi?
um, yeah, one time, but I don't like it.
Doesn't sound like a proud moment.
And it's because the taste is that good. I think it's good, but I don't like it to see the turtle when I am eating. No, no, no.
Yeah, that could be a little difficult seeing turtle as you're eating turtle. I don't know. I think that would make me feel bad. I don't know why. I'm curious. So just to have everyone talk about it, because we have like a mixed group of people listening to this podcast. So can you guys tell me about Posole? So there's three types of Posole, as we all know. There's green, there's red, and there's white. What are like the most common, and what are some things that are in this dish? What is this dish?
Mm. Interesting question.
Mhm,
Here in Morelos, we have the white pozole as
mhm.
the most common, but I don't know in another parts of the country.
I think in all the
Here-
country, it's the most common.
The white one?
Yeah, the white one.
Oh, we are not so special as we think.
No, yeah. I think it's the most common in the country, but in some states they have the red one or the green one. But if you make a search uh, for pozole in the internet, they always show you the white one.
Oh, okay. Mhm.
What is
Here,
in the white? Go ahead. Go ahead.
here we have here we have the red pozole. I have never tried green pozole. What is the taste?
It's delicious. It's delicious, believe me.
You say it's more delicious than red pozole.
No, yeah, the green one is more delicious than the red one, but not. It's not the same for the white one. The white one is unique.
What makes the white one unique? What is in the white Posole?
Because it's a traditional one, and
Mhm.
you can taste the traditional. You can turn this white pozole into a red one or into a green one if you want.
What's the magic trick?
As always, la salsa. if you have a white pozole,
Uh-huh.
you can add a green salsa or a red salsa, and you turn this pozole in a red one or in a green one.
Okay. Everything just got really simple for me.
No, but
Uh-huh.
the way that the people prepare the green one or the red one,
Mhm.
it's a special way. No, it's just with salsa. No, it's a special way.
Uh,
It's not that simple.
what are like the common ingredients inside the like Posole in general? Is there a common ingredients?
For sure, corn.
Yes, yes.
Uh-huh. Is there any meat or what else do we have? Tell me about like the toppings we put on it as well.
Well, I think it's different in each state
Uh-huh.
because or for every people, some people eat the pozole with lettuce.
Mhm.
I don't like it. For me, it's not good. Put lettuce in pozole. I only put meat,
Mhm.
chili, lemon, and I don't know how you say oregano.
The same. Mm-hmm.
The same oregano.
Mhm.
Okay. For me, in this simple way, I really like to eat pozole.
Mm-hmm. Would you
And
compare
avocado.
go ahead.
Because with avocado is also delicious. Aguacate? How do you say aguacate?
Avocado.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mhm.
I have never tried avocado with pozole.
No,
No.
Me neither.
I like it. It's a interesting combination.
Yeah, most people in Mexico City eat pozole in this way with lettuce, avocado, and another. How you say rábano in English?
Radish?
I don't know.
It's the red and white thing, right?
Yeah, the red and
Yeah,
white thing.
radish. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here in Mexico, the chilangos eat the pozole with these ingredients.
I remember having pozole once in Mexico City, if you can remember, Hector. You were
Yeah.
with. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm not. I didn't like it or not like it. I was in between. I wasn't sure it was something different because you can't really compare it to soup. That would be like the closest thing you can compare it to, but it's at the same time quite different.
I think if you put more ingredients than the
Mhm.
usual, you lost the original flavor, original taste
Mm.
from Posole. If you, I'm not saying that it's bad, but if you add avocado, you can taste the change of the flavor.
I can't relate. I can't talk about my experience. I don't remember if I had avocado on mine.
Okay.
Don't remember. I have a bad memory from 2 years ago.
And also, I have a question for you all. Do you put lettuce or cabbage in your pozole?
Lettuce.
Only lettuce.
I think.
Okay, because here we also have cabbage, and I think that that's the most common topic.
Hmm.
Mhm.
That's interesting because I feel like that would add like another flavor to it because lettuce you're not going to get a lot of flavor from. Cabbage is a little more flavor in my perspective.
Yes.
Hmm. Do you prefer it then with cabbage or
Actually, I don't like it with
no?
lettuce
Okay.
or
Okay.
cabbage. But it was just a question.
Just if you prefer with cabbage. No, that was perfect. So when they're so like this whole week is do people like let's say like non-COVID times, let's say normal times. Hopefully we'll be back to that next year. When does like the celebration like start? Do people start celebrating early in the week or is it starting on September 15th? Maybe we should tie in El Grito, the yell as well, I think.
The most important moment is at night
Mhm.
because also the president do that celebration with the grito. But all the day, I think we are celebrating. All also in the school,
Mhm.
we I remember that when I was a child, I like a lot this day because at the school we have a kermés that is a little party inside the school with food, with another activities to do, and it's a day that we don't have classes. So that's the
Is
most
that the only
important
reason
thing.
you like it?
The result.
That's the best part.
It's the best part.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's funny. Yeah, I think it definitely as like a kid, you definitely appreciate the days off more and everything and view it just as a day off. But as probably an adult, your viewpoint has changed. You view it as like a day off and also a day to celebrate, no?
Not just as a kid. I am enjoying the holidays now.
It's a mix of both. I think there's more meaning to it now, no? That you're older than when you were younger. Like it has more significance, it has more meaning to you now being an adult. If anybody doesn't understand, just ask me because we can edit it out. Not a
No,
problem.
yeah, I
Yes,
think
please
that we
repeat the
enjoy
question.
more.
Uh-huh. So for when I'll just rephrase the question. So kind of just to follow up with that, like when you guys were kids, obviously it's different. Like we all view like we all view.
Okay.
All right, let me start again. Okay.
Don't get mad, Andrew.
I'm trying not to. All right, let's start that again. So when you guys can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So obviously when we're all kids, I think we look at holidays differently. We just look at it as like, oh, we're gonna be home from school or get to stay at home longer or something. But I think it's kind of changes when you're an adult. You realize like the meaning, the true meaning of the holiday. Maybe some people, or
Mhm.
it just, I guess, again, depends on your viewpoint, but obviously still a day to enjoy as a day off, and also to celebrate
Talking about
independence.
these days, this
Mhm.
day, and special this day, or
Uh-huh,
every
especially
holiday.
in this holiday, specifically in El Dia de Independencia, or Mexican Independence Day.
Yeah, for sure. When you a kid, you don't realize the real means that the Independence Day.
That's probably a dumb question.
No, it's really interesting question, but I have never think about it.
Uh-huh.
But it's true. The when you are an adult, you realize the real meaning of the day. But a holiday, I think you enjoy the same. In my case, I enjoy in the same
Mhm.
as I was a kid, and now to have a day off is really cool. The same way.
Actually, I think that it's kind of different because when we were kids and we were at school, teacher used to teach us like, oh, today is Independence Day because this happened and the story behind. But right now we are adults and we don't think about the real story. So we just have parties because we already know the meaning. So I think that it's not that we forget the story behind the party or the day, but it's not like we are thinking about, oh, we're gonna celebrate El Grito, la Independencia, because this happened many years ago. It's just like I will say something that we are been doing for the last years, and it's a custom, something like that.
How long has Mexican Independence Day been celebrated for now?
How long?
How long has it been celebrated for now?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah. It's like I mentioned, if we were kids, maybe we will have the answer, but right now we are adults and we're not like counting the years or this kind of things. It's something that we just do, like, because it's something that we do.
I think that true. It is an interesting topic to discuss, because now that we are an adults, it's going to be a good question to ask every one of us if we know the, the the history of our country as some Mexicans. If we know the real things that happens in those days,
All right, go ahead.
how it happens. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I'm gonna ask you a question, guys. If you know the answer, it's okay. If you don't know, it's okay too. It's like a challenge as a Mexican.
The start of the
Guys,
game show.
yeah, I really like to do this. Guys, who were the first president of Mexico?
Porfirio.
God.
Sorry.
I don't remember. I know Porfirio Diaz was a president, but I don't know. He was the first
Yeah.
president.
It was a dictadura. The first one.
Yeah, the first
I don't
president
remember.
of Mexico. Come on, guys. Katia, please don't disappear.
Go ahead. Fernando. I know you know.
The lost
Okay.
Hector.
Okay, the first president of Mexico was Guadalupe Victoria.
Oh, yeah.
With these simple questions, we can realize that we really don't know the history of our own country, and I think it's an interesting topic. Andrew, what do you think?
Yeah, I definitely think that's an interesting point to think about it like that. I think there's even to compare to here, like I think a lot of people don't know the first president is George Washington anymore, just because
Yeah,
the way generation to generation is going. I've seen like videos on YouTube. They they really don't know. So it's interesting at the same time. I think it depends on your education too and your interest, because maybe you were taught it, but it was a really young age, or is something that wasn't brought up when you were older. So it just
Yeah,
all
that
depends.
that's
Mhm.
right. I think you don't take the real meaning of the things, as a when we were childs, we had this information fresh in our mind because we are studying about it. But as an adults, we forget that kind of things. But there are important things in our culture, in our education. Sometimes we meet people that says that have a high degree of student. But if you ask these kind of questions, they really don't know about his own country, and this comment is not for you guys, please.
No, yeah, don't worry.
But believe me, I think it's very, very important if we want to talk about one topic or one important topic like this one, we need to be sure to have all the information or to know the real history of the things.
I think that's important to be able to talk about like your history if you know it, instead of saying information you're unsure of or telling things you're unsure of. So I definitely agree with that. Do you have any more questions? Any more trivia?
I love, but I think there's not the main topic here in this episode, Andrew. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
No,
That's okay. I agree with that. It's a good point. Let's transition then. So this is probably going to be a funny one for you guys. So let's just clear out like the misconceptions and everything. So there's Cinco de Mayo. I gotta say that again. There's Cinco de Mayo and there's El Dia de Independencia. What? I can already hear some laughter. So let's just dive into that. You guys tell me like what you think. What is so different about these days?
That the Cinco de Mayo is celebrated in United States and the Independence Day of Mexico is celebrated here.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's strange how Americans believe that El Cinco de Mayo is much more important than Dia de la Independencia, because there's a big difference. On September, we celebrate that Mexico became an independent country after 300 years of slavery, and in Cinco de Mayo, it we just defend our country from a new invasion. I think that there's a big difference between between these 2 days.
I think it can be compared. There are two different things, as Hector mentioned. One represents freedom, which is in the day.
But not Cinco de Mayo. It's not celebrated for all country.
Only in Puebla, right?
Yeah, only in Puebla. So you have a holiday in Puebla, but if you go to Nuevo León or Baja California or Chiapas, they don't have this holiday because it's not that important as in Dia de la Independencia.
It's another day.
Yeah, it's just another day.
Yes.
Yeah, now that I live here in Mexico City, people take Cinco de Mayo as a simple day, and for me, like, okay, today is holiday, but no, here is not holiday.
I don't think. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Andrew, please.
Oh, I kind of want to mention as well, because Cinco de Mayo is mentioned in the date. I don't think we mentioned the date of Mexican Independence Day. What is the date that it's celebrated? I don't know that we mentioned it or not.
No, I think that we don't mention, but it's this September 16th. But I don't know why, but Mexicans started celebrating Independence Day a day before, like September 15th.
Okay.
Actually, there's like,
Go ahead, please. Sorry.
yeah, actually, like there's a story behind it. I don't know if that's true or not, but it is said that we celebrate Independence Day September 15 because it was Porfirio Diaz's birthday. So
Yeah.
it's like it was like something that he did to match his birthday and
Yeah.
this big event.
Yeah, he took this much more as a birthday celebration.
Sounds
And
very
the story-
dictator-like. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Naomi.
the story tells also like the other president, Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna, changed the date because he want to avoid getting up early and the next day. So I read something like that.
It makes sense.
Because I prefer to make a party at night and the next day rest all the day.
Wake
Sounds
up in the
good.
afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, in the depends because here in my city, well, before COVID, we used to celebrate the whole week. The whole week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, if you go to the main square, it will be like full of people. We also had concerts and mechanical games and these kind of things. So it doesn't matter if it was Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, every day was like a party.
And could you see like the difference between the days? Let's say like a Monday compared to like the actual day. Do you see other than like probably more? I wouldn't know because I don't live there. But do you feel like the celebration keeps growing and growing and growing up until the day,
Mm,
or does it kind of stay the same throughout? Would you say?
no, I think that the most important day or when you feel all the feelings and emotions is just like the September 15th. And then the other days you see people in the streets and these kind of things, but I will say that the emotion is not the same as El Día del Grito.
Yeah. I'm agree
Let's
with
talk
you.
about that a little bit.
Yeah.
I wanted you guys to talk about that, and that'll probably be one of the last things that we talk about is El Día del Grito for sure. I think that's an important part, and we kind of talked about it a little bit, but didn't really go more in depth about it. So, if you guys could like discuss like what is the El Día del Grito?
As Katia mentioned, it's a the big or the most important day of this entire month of celebration here in Mexico, because you can feel this feeling of proud to be Mexican when you were in the places that we celebrate El Grito, especially in main squares. You can feel this emotions, all these mixed emotions when the president or the governor says Viva Mexico. You can feel it in your mind, your soul, your heart, and all your body. You have goosebumps, and yeah, some people cry in this moment. Some people cry. I saw people cry while they are screaming Viva Mexico, because they feel this emotion. They feel this proud to be Mexican, and I think it's a special, very very special day. It's similar to sorry, it's similar to saw your flag raised in Olympic Games. When you hear your national anthem, it's similar, but it's it's bigger because you are feeling all the emotions that people surround you, and it's so different. You can feel and see the fireworks and hear the Mexican music. It's a special days. Now, here in this moment, I get goosebumps just remembering these feelings.
As you
I
mentioned,
think
go ahead.
I think this is because you can feel all the things that Dolores did when and the other epoch, because el grito means el grito de Dolores, the father Dolores, and that all the things, and I agree with Hector, because in that moment I can feel that, oh my God, I'm Mexican, and I feel the fireballs too. And in Villahermosa there is a main square called Plaza de Armas, and we usually celebrate this day there before of pandemic, of course. And but you can find all the people here because Villahermosa is small, so you can go with your friends, and yeah, it's true. You can feel that feeling in your hair, and watching all seeing all the firewalls and the president and everything. I think it's a good way to celebrate it.
What do you think, Fernando?
Yeah, it's the most important activity in the day. It's the most emotional also, and when every person in the country is going to be at the center of the city to listen to the president to say these words, and also we can watch it on TV, how the president make this el grito de la independencia.
Does the president only do it in the capital in Mexico City, or will he go to other places as well?
The
to do
president
that
in Mexico,
to do
but
the screen?
also the presidents all over the states
Mhm.
of Mexico.
So it's considered presidents in each state in Mexico?
No,
No?
governors.
Okay,
Sí,
governors.
yeah,
governors.
sorry.
Okay. No worries.
Gobernador.
I was wondering. Okay, very good. I think that gives everybody a lot of good information about this. If you guys want to add anything to this that you can think of before we go that maybe we didn't mention that you guys would like to mention, or something about El Dia de Independencia.
I'm just going to answer your question about if the presidents made the celebration only in the capital. I think there are ones that the president, I don't know the name of the president, go to the main place, go to Dolores Hidalgo in Guanajuato to make this celebration, because Dolores Hidalgo, Guanajuato, it's the main place, or the original place when Miguel Hidalgo made this Grito de Independencia.
I think it's interesting as well. I don't know that people know this, but like some of the states are named after people, like the state of Hidalgo. And we don't really have that as much in the United States. So it's more interesting how I feel like there's more connection with deeper history and Mexican history, and this terms of things like that and everything. Because there's no scream or anything or gathering of people. We just kind of watch fireworks and do some grilling. So it's definitely unique in their own ways. And like you say, like everyone said here, like it's definitely a unique feeling that you feel. And I can imagine like being like in the main square, if there's ever an opportunity, and like feeling it in your own town too, I think is special. So it's hard to compare it to, like, I feel like being in the main square in Mexico City, experiencing the scream, and then being in your own hometown. I'm sure it's special in its own way.
Yeah, that's true. It's very, very special.
Yeah, especially because you don't know the people that it's next to you, but that doesn't matter. You are celebrating with people around you and screaming and these kind of things, so that makes it special.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it would. This brings a lot of people together, which I think unity for any country is an awesome thing to have. So I definitely like to hear that. Anything else, guys? Or
Or we can go to another trivia.
you want to have a
Please.
closing trivia?
You mean
Joking.
Okay. I want to thank all you guys for coming on for today's episode. The second part, I definitely enjoyed this, and I learned a lot myself. I knew some things, but a lot of it was new information for me. So I'm sure you guys learned some things about other states and other things that way you guys celebrated too. So
Yeah, definitely we learn about other states, other things, other kind of celebrations. And thank you, Andrew, for inviting us to this episode.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew.
you're welcome. It was my pleasure. Hopefully Hector can get some Posole with alcohol. Sorry.
Yeah, I
You
hope
have to come to Mexico, Andrew.
Yeah, it's definitely long overdue. It's been 2 years, so I never actually celebrated Mexican Independence Day in Mexico. I left. Oh man, the last time I was there, I would left probably what 15 days before Hector or 16.
Yeah,
15
yeah,
or 16,
like
2 weeks.
yeah, 16, 2 weeks.
So one of these times, hopefully after the pandemic and the celebration, can actually experience the celebration. So that would definitely be cool for sure. All right, thank
We
you,
hope that
everyone.
too, Andrew.
We do too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.